What we have decided, first of all, the name. As you have been able to see, we have transformed the name from Venice Film Market to Venice Production Bridge, because we really want to put the production and producers in the center of everything and to offer them a lot of different services. So we have two main new initiatives. The first one is we have opened the Venice Gap Financing to the whole world. It's not European anymore, but it's open to the whole world, and it's not only open to long feature fiction and documentaries, but we have added this year 15 innovative projects, which are TV series, web series and virtual reality projects. And the second initiative that I have launched this year, it's a book adaptation rights area. I have invited 15 renowned publishing houses from all over the world to come to present, of course, their new titles, but also their libraries and their catalogs to producers, and to start a new and long relationship with them. I am particularly proud of also starting this new initiative with book adaptation rights area, because I think it's interesting to be able, because it's the first time that we are inviting publisher and not books, because usually in all the other market they are selecting books. Now I have decided to invite publishers so that they can speak about their whole lineup, which is better. I do believe so. First of all, it's because it is attached to the second film festival in the world, which is the Venice Film Festival. So it's already something which is different from the other ones. And it's also something that we have been doing from the beginning. It's that this market is what Alberto Barbera is calling a light market. So we are mostly focusing on, as I was saying, on production rather than just on sales and buy market. So we are more in a networking kind of market than the other ones. It meant a lot of things, not only with the recognition of being supported by an institution like Media and Creative Europe, but also, of course, on the financial side, because to have a grant has allowed us to invite, in fact, more projects on one side and more guests on the other side. And that's why this year, thanks to this renewal for the grant, we have been able to invite more financiers, private equity funds and post-production companies for this gap financing market. It's exactly what we have done with opening, for instance, the Venice Gap Financing market to innovative projects, what we call web series, TV series, and virtual reality and interactive projects. Because as you do know, most of the producers now are producing films as well as TV series, and they are more and more keen to develop the new technologies like VR, for instance. And apart from this, also in the festival, we have for the first year a VR theater with 50 seats, which are seats for VR, which means that they are turning on 360 degrees. And we will show specific VR projects or trailers to the audience. Yes, we will have within the Venice Gap Financing market, among the 25 long feature and documentaries project, we will have one project from Poland, one project from Lithuania, two from Slovenia, and another one from Ukraine. I don't know if it's more or less entering into this geographical zone. And we are always paying attention, a lot of attention to those, to this region, because we have seen, and in the past, with our previous edition, we had several films which have been completed thanks to the Venice Gap financing and being after that presented in big festivals. That a lot of young, interesting and talents are coming from this region. First of all, we have been able to have more and more professionals coming, especially that, as you know, we have never been really focusing on the volume, but more on the quality of the people coming. So we have more and more key decision makers who are coming. Out of, for instance, the Venice Gap financing market, we had every year at least one film in competition in the following Berlin, one film in Cannes, and one or two films in Venice, and one film in Toronto. For the two last editions, we had every year the same things. And as far as Final Cut in Venice is concerned, you know, the work in progress coming from Africa and the Middle East, we had at least 6 films which have been shown in festivals around the world. So yes, as we are mostly focusing on the completion and the distribution of the films, we have quite a lot of interesting success everywhere. First of all, the quality of the story and the subject. And then after that, we have always to find a good balance between the director and the producer. When we are selecting a project, we need, if for instance we have an experienced producer and a young filmmaker, it works because we have a quite right balance. So this is what we are really looking for. And of course, if this subject can have a real international appeal, because our main audience are international professionals. So this is what we are mostly looking for.